to some hot seat, keep, trade. You good over there? All right, hot seat, keep, trade, cut. We got 4 of these episodes coming out because right now I'm in Italy. Chilling with Italians. Hey, you know me. A-Train. Talk to him, Will.
Yes, sir. We got some keep trade cuts. 4 videos, like Anthony said, coming up. Got some interesting topics over here. Got some 3 players we're gonna talk about. Whether it be Dynasty, Fantasy of the Season, NFL player in general. So if that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned for these videos.
Fuck yeah. Let's kick it off, man. I cooked up this one. I was proud of this one. So this is looking at their dynasty value, okay? Well, we're looking at their dynasty value. We got Dameon Pierce, Chase Brown, and Tank Bigsby.
Yeah, that's an interesting list right there, because Dameon Pierce, he's had a great rookie season, first coming into the NFL. Tank Bigsby, he's been doing all right, backed up by Travis Etienne. And Chase Brown, he just came into the league. He's shown some possible upside in him. I guess I'll go first with this one. Right off the bat, even though like a lot of these players, they have potential when it comes to dynasty, I'm cutting Chase Brown.
Wow.
Immediately.
Wow.
I feel like, obviously there's a lot of like people saying, he's a sleeper when it comes to that. But I just feel like he still has something to prove, in this league. And he's only been here for 1 season. And then the Bengals, they went to go and sign Zach Moss, who's only 26 years old. So.
Shit, I want the players that got something to prove. I want them. Come here. We want you.
You could take it, man. You could take it. But me personally, I'm probably gonna cut him. I think Zach Moss. I think he's gonna perform pretty good over there at Cincinnati. And if why wouldn't the Bengals re-sign him if he's doing well over there? I'm keeping Tank Bigsby here. Out of Dameon Pierce.
Damn.
Even though Travis Etienne is not much behind him with age, we've already seen a lot of 2 running back duos work in the league already, and I think Tank Bigsby and Travis Etienne could work out. I'm not saying it could be like a David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs type of thing, but it could be the next tier down for that. And then I'm trading Pierce. I know that one hurts, huh? I mean, I feel like because it seems like Houston, they doesn't really like believe in him anymore. They went out to get Joe Mixon, and it kind of just seems like he's just like a one-hit wonder. I know a lot of other guys may think differently. I know you probably think differently.
I do.
So I think you can get some pretty good value out of that. So
I think you're tweaking, bro. I think that might have been the worst option, like physical existence.
Let me hear yours.
So for me personally, Tank Bigsby's getting cut, bro. Everything he did last year was ass. Travis Etienne was a monster last year, like a real life, like top 5 running back in football type of monster last year. And Tank Bigsby, like there was a lot of talk last offseason about him getting in the rotation and making plays, and Etienne just outshined him, and that was a lot on Etienne, but that was also on Bigsby because Bigsby really wasn't that good last year. I would start Chase Brown, bro.
Starting Chase Brown is crazy.
I really believe in Chase Brown, bro. I just don't see anything that like Devon A-Chain did last year. I don't see a reason why like Chase Brown can't do that. Other than maybe like you said, like Zach Moss definitely does scare me a little bit. His opportunities definitely going to take away from Chase Brown. But I think, like, once Chase Brown could get out of that, because this is Dynasty after all, then Chase Brown's going to be a monster. And then I'll trade Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce, there was a report that came out recently saying that the Texans really, like, are back on the Pierce train, really riding with him. Joe Mixon does kind of scare me there, but I think if he could hurt Joe Mixon's fantasy value. I know we had a video, I don't know if it's out yet, talking about Joe Mixon over Josh Jacobs for as far as fantasy value goes. And Dameon Pierce could hurt that because Dameon Pierce's rookie year was a monster. But Yeah, so I got start Chase, bench or trade Damian, cut Tank.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to all these three running backs, obviously they have another person up front for them, and this is just for Dynasty, but I don't know. I just feel like for Tank, I see something in him, and I see there's a lot of other people that see the same way too. I mean, he might have not had the best season last season, but that's only because he's about to be kind of Travis Etienne. If he ever falls into another team, I feel like he could really unleash his potential.
I could agree with that too. I think he'll do better without Etienne there, but I just also don't think he's like that good either. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, but I was about to call you a DeAndre Swift fan, but I guess we could talk about DeAndre Swift in this next one. We're looking at just fantasy this season. Miles Sanders, DeAndre Swift, Jalen Warren. I feel like this one's interesting.
Yeah.
So there's a theme with all three of these. I don't know if you could pick it up yet.
You picked up. You kind of did the theme thing. Like
I stole your flow.
Okay.
I stole your flow.
All right.
I have a theme thing with the last three and these three, and then the next three too.
Theme. No, I was like, I feel like I know what it is. I just.
You want me to say it?
Yeah, you can just say it.
It's down years last year.
Down years?
All these
Okay,
dudes, except maybe Jalen Warren, I guess. But Jalen Warren being a running back too last year.
Yeah, I mean he was kind of mediocre.
I don't want no mediocre.
But yeah, I mean this is an interesting list. I mean, pretty easily for me though. Out of these three, I'm cutting Miles Sanders easily. Yeah, unfortunately, sorry Christian. But I just think,
ass.
Yeah, Chuba Hubbard and Jonathan Brooks. I'd take both of them any day of the week over Sanders.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Exactly, even dessert. But yo,
Oh, man.
call an ambulance. And then you already know what I'm doing here, man.
You started the bear?
I'm keeping DeAndre Swift.
Fuck him.
Because he honestly is like the only real starter here on this list. Great position in Chicago, and I think he's going to do pretty well over there. And now trading Jalen Warren, I think there's still the possibility of him taking over Najee at the end of the season. And obviously he has the receiving upside too, with and Russell Wilson over there. I think it's only going to help him. So.
Yeah, I think I'd probably agree with you on this one. I'd start DeAndre Swift, then Jalen Warren, then Miles Sanders. I do think Miles Sanders could have a better year next year, though. I know there's a lot of competition in that running back room. Yeah. But Jonathan Brooks, we don't even know if he's going to be healthy come week 1. Once he's healthy, though, he should take the reins there for sure. Yeah. And then Chuba Hubbard, I feel like I never believe in Chuba Hubbard, but he always just is kind of there.
Yeah, he always is there.
I always am expecting him to just, fall off a cliff, but he hasn't really done that yet. So I agree with you. I'm not really going to argue too much. I think, though, that Panthers offense is going to be a lot better, though. And maybe that means Miles Sanders doesn't have to be like boom, 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 boom. Even though Chuba was taking his touches, but it's like he'll get better touches this year. This is the last one. Oh, what are you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, I mean, who knows? Maybe, Miles Sanders, maybe he's seen all this, hate around, and he just proves everyone wrong.
In the gym?
Yeah, we'll see.
Running miles? Like BBL Izzy? All right, last one. I like this one. I feel like this one could go any way.
Okay.
Justin Herbert, Joey AR-15, Anthony Richardson, Joe Burr, Justin Herbert. We're just talking fantasy this season. This season alone.
Fantasy this season? Okay.
What would you do, Will?
Yeah, I mean, another interesting list. Is this another theme too?
It's kind of all the same theme.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, yeah, they all were basically injured last year. So
down year dudes.
Yeah. So I mean, when I look at this list, obviously I think about all the other weapons around them, and in this case, I think I'm cutting Herbert easily. No weapons here. Best being Gus Edwards or Joshua Palmer.
Respect the bus, bro. Respect the bus.
It's kind of crazy when you have your running back as your best weapon, basically.
And your running back's Gus Edwards.
And your running back is fucking Gus Edwards.
Yes.
Not even like a top 10, top 15 running back.
Joe Alt, bro.
Joe Alt. Joe Alt's going to hold it down.
Catch the touchdown.
But yeah, I'm cutting Herbert here. I'm keeping Joe Burrow. I trust him more than Rodgers. Obviously, when you kind of compare back, Rodgers' last healthy season and Joe Burrow's worst season, I think Joe Burrow pretty much clears in the stats for that.
Wait. You thought it was Rodgers?
Hmm?
You thought it was Rodgers?
What do you mean?
I meant Anthony Richardson.
Oh, fuck.
My bad. I should have wrote his name out. I'll give you a second to think about it, okay? I'll give you a second to rethink.
Anthony Richardson. Oh, fuck. Okay, that changes some things for sure.
Okay. Let me go.
All right, go.
I would cut Justin Herbert, as the, I guess, Justin Herbert hater. People making me feel like that on the gram.
Yeah.
I love Justin Herbert to death. You know me. But cutting Herbert, I would trade away Joe Burrow. I believe in Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is an all-around talent. I believe in the players on Joe Burrow's team, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Those guys are still there. Like T. Higgins, there's a lot of complaining and moaning going on over there. But at this point, he's still there. He's still there to stay. But I would start Anthony Richardson, bro. Having a quarterback that could run is so important. And you could argue, bro, at this point, Michael Pittman is the best receiver there. I know that might be a hot take, but Michael Pittman was really good last year with the Gardner Minshew. Jamar was good as well. Shout out Jamar. But Anthony Richardson and Michael Pittman, I feel like is a duo not to be really fucked with. Josh Dobbs, and then I believe they drafted a receiver as well.
You said Josh Dobbs.
Oh, fuck.
Josh Downs.
Fuck.
Josh Dobbs, too. Shout out Josh Dobbs.
And Adonai Mitchell, bro. Like, yeah. I think they have a really good receiving core, really good quarterback, really good running back. Their offense should just be firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean, you also got, like, Alec Pierce there as the wide receiver 4, and then also Jelani Woods, which isn't that bad either. So, I mean, in that case, I think I'm gonna tell you on this one. I really like Anthony Richardson as well, and I really think he's going to have a Lamar Jackson season.
Whoa. Like an MVP Lamar season?
Not MVP Lamar season, but like the season, like basically before he got MVP, like where like.
Was that his. Bro, I think Lamar was a rookie and then won MVP.
Yeah. So I think he could really tell that same career path.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about Anthony Richardson a lot within our past videos, and I just really like his position here in Indianapolis. I think he's surrounded by a lot of good talent, better talent than Lamar.
Definitely.
So. No, but yeah, I mean, I don't see a reason why like he can't get on that level, and then it really just depends. Obviously, Anthony Richardson, he had his injury, so if he stays healthy, I think he's gonna do great.
Him and Evan Hull. Your GOAT.
Shout out to Evan Hull.
Yeah, but that wraps up our Keep Trade Cuts for this episode. We got 3 more of these coming, man. So if you're interested in this content, be sure to like, subscribe, follow, hit that little bell in the corner, man. And expect all this content also to be appearing on your TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. We got all of that, so you could find us on those social medias.